crackdown of the Meghan British hating public, especially the British media, has been so hilariously predictable. They're losing their godforsaken minds, and we love to see it. I mean, all she did was dance while pregnant. Oh my God. Let's take a look at some of the headlines and their comments. Sarah Vine. Did they think twerking like trailer trash teens would endear them to the masses? They're already endeared to the masses, my dear. Those who don't like them and hate them, nobody wants to be endeared to them. And can I just say, it takes a trailer trash to know what a trailer trash is, and I think you appear to be the only trailer trash here. Camilla be like, even in my wildest pregnancy moments, I can't imagine twerking like Meghan. Can you twerk? Can you move your body to the rhythm? Look, it takes a certain kind of je ne sais quoi to be able to move and to be able to dance. And quite frankly, this statement here, like many mothers, what are you talking about? Many mothers do everything they can possibly do, like I did, to get the baby out after 40 weeks. And what Meghan was doing was perfectly normal, not unusual. I danced. Many mothers dance. Hell, I did worse than just dance, right? To get those babies out because mommy has things to do. And sour-faced Angela Levin be like, what is Meghan Markle up to? Showing a wobbly stomach and bending down legs wide so you can almost see their tops. Are you jealous? You're jealous, Angela. You want to be royalty, but they do not want you. And you are jealous. That is why you hate Meghan. The sexual tension is hot in Piers Morgan. He be like, we're about 2 months away from the sex tape. People, how do you go from a dance to a sex tape? You know, Piers Morgan is just showing the world how deeply entrenched his sexual obsession of Meghan Markle is. Because this isn't about Meghan, this is all about Piers. And Piers, let me tell you this, keep Meghan Sussex out of your disgusting, rotten mind. I need you to read this. Get the vomit back. Meghan Markle just posted herself hiking her dress and twerking her butt to the camera in labor and delivery. This is just disgusting. Some things are better kept private. The response to this, chef's kiss. Check this out. So this lady on the left is clearly Royal News Network, and she's a Princess Catherine fan. This response to her trashing Meghan, ooh, so satisfying. Read it. Ma'am, you have bigger fish to fry than Meghan Markle. Like the fact that your brows haven't been seen since the play years, that your lips are thinner than Prince William's headline, and you've got gums that could have started their own colonial empire.
Big thanks to Dr. Shola for calling it exactly as it is. Now let's turn up the lights and zoom in on the real show. Because what just happened wasn't your average royal chatter. This wasn't drama. This was a bold, no-holds-barred response that rattled the walls of the establishment, shook media hypocrisy to its core, and lit a fire of truth that can't be put out. She dismantled the press's double standards with the skill of a surgeon and the spirit of a warrior. Let's be clear. What she exposed was never just about Meghan Markle dancing. It was about the predictable backlash, the formulaic criticism, the tired cycle of media outrage looking for a target. And as always, the same faces popped up, ready to feed the machine. But this time, Dr. Shola was ready, and she wasn't playing nice. Dr. Shola saw through the noise. She didn't soften her voice. She made it thunder. She exposed the bitter pattern, how the media wraps its resentment in faux objectivity and labels it journalism. And she did it with force, with clarity, with brilliance. Let's really examine this. Why is it that millions of women can post similar videos on social media without consequence, but Meghan's simple, beautiful moment stirs a media firestorm? It's not about the act, it's about the woman. Because Meghan doesn't just challenge the narrative, she disrupts it. She doesn't play the part they want her to. She's not submissive, she's not silent, she's not sorry. And that drives them wild. Enter the usual suspects. Piers Morgan, still obsessing, still bitter, still hanging on to a personal grudge disguised as commentary. Sarah Vine stringing together petty complaints in columns that reek of desperation. Angela Levin dusting off decades-old royal gossip like it's fresh tea. Camilla Tominey scribbling up her next story built on half-truths and shaky claims. These media personalities aren't analysts, they're performers. And Dr. Shola blew the whistle on their act. She yanked the mask off and said what we all knew. It's not journalism, it's fixation. It's not commentary, it's control. And her takedown? It was a full-scale takedown. Entertaining, sharp, and honestly just devastating. The Royal News Network response? Iconic. Dr. Shola didn't just clap back. She conducted a masterclass in speaking truth to power. Her delivery? Smooth like silk, sharp like a sword. The hypocrisy? Collapsed on itself like a house of matchsticks. The critics? Left dancing to her rhythm. Let's take a step back because this conversation is bigger than Meghan. It's about the wider discomfort when a Black woman dares to live out loud. When she smiles too boldly, dances too joyfully, or shines too brightly, there's backlash. Manufactured outrage. Think pieces galore. What Dr. Shola shattered wasn't one tabloid take. It was a decades-old media cycle designed to shrink Black women into digestible caricatures. She said enough, she broke it open, she reminded us that joy doesn't have to come with an apology, that Black freedom isn't something to be tolerated, it's something to be celebrated. Her laughter wasn't just amusement, it was a strategy, a statement. It said, you don't control the narrative anymore, because nothing frustrates the bitter brigade more than seeing someone thrive after all their attempts to tear her down. Meghan isn't running. She's not dimming her joy. She's standing tall and, dancing while doing it. And that's revolutionary. Dr. Schola's statement wasn't just a defense of one woman, it was a challenge to an entire industry. She turned a moment into a movement. Her words? Viral, yes, but honestly, more importantly, vital. A reminder that the British media is still clinging to outdated views, still trying to script Black women into silence. But Meghan rewrote the script, and Dr. Shola, she broadcasted it to the world. This moment isn't a blip, it's a cultural pivot, a new chapter. It's a shift in who holds the mic and who gets heard. And trust me, Dr. Shola has made it clear, the era of unchecked commentary is over. Every line she spoke landed. Her critics may try to dismiss it with silence or side eyes, but honestly they felt it. Because this was the truth they've been trying to avoid. We're no longer in a time where narratives get controlled behind closed doors. We're in the age of evidence, receipts, and resistance. The baby mama dance? That was joy in motion. But the ripple effect is a cultural aftershock that's still spreading. Every like, every share, every voice echoing back adds momentum. Because this is how you fight back. With grace, with clarity, with fearless joy. To the trolls, commentators, and talking heads still clinging to their crumbling scripts, listen closely. Times have changed. The audience is smarter. The outrage is tired. And the future? It belongs to voices like Dr. Schola's, bold, truthful, and unstoppable. Meghan's dance was not defiance. It was freedom. Her joy is not rebellion, it's life. And if that unsettles you, the issue lies within. Because honestly, it was never the dancing. It was the fact that she was free enough to dance. Dr. Shola didn't just make a point. She bulldozed the entire rotten system. She exposed the bias, shattered the illusion, and dragged the hypocrisy into the light. A new day has arrived. Power is shifting. And if this is the dawn of something bigger, Dr. Schola's voice will be remembered as one that cracked the ceiling wide open. We are done with half-hearted excuses and performative outrage. People want the real story now, and she gave it to us with fire and finesse. Do you feel that, Star Spotlight? That energy in the air? That buzz? That's the sound of an old order crumbling. That's truth ringing louder than spin. That's the momentum of people rising up, reclaiming their voice. And we are just getting started. All right, my beautiful community, that's a wrap. I'm your host, Michelle, and I want to thank you for spending this moment with me. As always, stay grounded, stay honest, and keep shining, because your light matters in this world. Until next time, Star Spotlight, I love you deeply. Keep rising.